Most people assume you need a huge budget or years of experience to make a professional, long animated film. But what if I told you the whole thing can be done on a laptop for free without any prior experience? This is my complete workflow for making a full-length cinematic AI animation from scratch using only free tools.
Leo and Biscuit enjoy a peaceful afternoon at home. Biscuit runs outside, chasing something in the wind. Dark clouds gather as Leo runs after Biscuit. Rain starts, and Biscuit disappears into an alley. Thunder roars, and Leo feels scared,
Biscuit, where did you go?
but keeps searching. Leo finds Biscuit's collar and follows the trail.
Biscuit, where are you? Biscuit, come back! Biscuit, I'm coming! I've got you, Biscuit. Hold on. Keep going. We're almost there.
I'll take you from the story concept all the way through image generation, video animation, voiceover, and final editing. No paid subscriptions, no experience needed. Let's get into it. Step 1. The story. Before I touch any AI tool, I go to ChatGPT and ask it to build a full story concept. Create a long animated film story about a 10-year-old boy named Leo, brown hair, red jacket, worn-out sneakers, who saves his small golden puppy named Biscuit from a massive storm. One prompt and ChatGPT comes back with everything. The image prompt, all 15 scene narrations, all 15 video prompts, and dialogue placed naturally in the right scenes. That is your complete roadmap before you touch a single AI tool. Step 2. Generating the visuals. For all image and video generation, I use Grok AI. Completely free, no credit card needed. Just sign up with a Google account, go to the main dashboard, and click on Imagine. Before you do anything else, go into Settings, then Behavior, and turn off Automatic Video Generation. This is critical, especially for a long animation where you're managing dozens of clips. You want full control over when images turn into video, not have it happen automatically. Now, I take the image prompt that ChatGPT generated, the one that establishes Leo and Biscuit together at home, and paste it into the prompt box. I make sure I'm in image mode, choose my aspect ratio, and hit Generate. Grok gives you several options. I spend a lot of time on this first image because it is doing a very important job. It locks in Leo's design, Biscuit's design, the color palette, and the cartoon style for the entire animation. Everything that follows needs to match this image, so I don't rush it. Once I have an image that feels right, I save it. This saved image now becomes the starting frame for the first video. I paste it into the prompt box, switch to video mode, add the first scene video prompt from ChatGPT, and generate. Sometimes the first result is perfect. Sometimes I regenerate 2 or 3 times. When I'm happy with it, I download the clip and move on. Step 3. Chaining the scenes. Instead of generating every scene from zero, I drag the playhead on the previous video to the very last frame, copy video frame, and paste it as the starting image for the next scene. Then I copy the video prompt from ChatGPT, paste it into Grok, and generate. That's it. Because each scene starts from where the last one ended, everything stays consistent. Same character design, same environment, smooth, natural transition. No jarring cuts, no style changes. For the second scene, I copy the last frame of the video, paste it as the starting image. Then I copy the video prompt from ChatGPT, paste it into Grok, and generate. The weather shift looks completely natural because it starts exactly where the previous clip ended. For the third scene, I copy the last frame of the video, paste it in, copy the video prompt from ChatGPT, paste it into Grok, and generate. Because the character design carries over from the previous frame, Leo looks identical. Same jacket, same expression style, no inconsistency. For the fourth scene, I copy the last frame of the video, paste it in, and drop in the prompt and generate. And the first drops of rain begin to fall. The storm is building, and because every scene connects to the last, the progression from calm to chaos feels earned and gradual rather than sudden. I repeat this for every single scene. If Grok struggles with a prompt, I don't rewrite the whole thing. Just tweak a small detail and regenerate. Step 4. The voiceover. A long animation needs strong audio to hold it together. For the narration, I use ElevenLabs, completely free to get started. Go to text-to-speech, browse the voice library, and pick one that fits the tone of the story. For this animation, I wanted something warm but tense, like a bedtime story that slowly turns into an adventure. Once you find the right voice, paste in the narration lines from ChatGPT, adjust the pacing, and generate. Step 5. Editing it all together. I bring everything into CapCut, or whatever editor you're comfortable with, and arrange all the clips in story order. For a long animation, this can be a lot of clips, so I organize them by scene number from the start to make this stage easier. Because each scene transitions visually from the last, the editing process is mostly just trimming and pacing. I'm not relying on flashy transitions or effects to hide gaps. The animation already flows cleanly on its own. I add the narration track, sync up all the dialogue scenes, and layer in a music bed that starts gentle and builds in intensity, a final pass to make sure the timing feels natural from start to finish and the whole thing is ready. Hit the like button if you got something out of this, and subscribe so you never miss a new video. See you in the next one.